Next up,
I can't believe you actually did that.
our special guest from Anolis, Tal. And hi, Tal. Say hi. And Charlie.
Hello, Johnny Lumens.
Yeah, Charlie actually, for the first time, has a webcam. So I'm really impressed.
Yeah, probably the last time.
Rocking and rolling. Yeah.
Oh, you're doing great. You're doing great, buddy.
So Tal and Charlie are on the business development team from Anolis, and they joined us today to actually help launch this product that is behind me. And Charlie is going to give us some background about Anolis and Roby, and then Tal is going to walk us through the Eminere, which you see lit up behind me against my nice little brick wall. And then Charlie is going to then return and walk us through a little bit about how the product works from the technical side of things. So without further ado, Tal, hi. We're going to let you take it away.
I'm starting. Okay. Hi, everybody.
Oh, no, I was supposed to let Charlie start.
Yeah.
We were doing so well.
We were doing so
This
well.
was going great.
Go poorly at some point. It's my fault too.
Okay.
Charlie.
There we go.
is.
Thank you, Matt.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about?
Thank you. Thank you.
Anolis
So,
and
what is Anolis? Well, it's this little tiny chameleon-like color-changing lizard. It's also the brand of Roby's architectural lighting division. So, what is Roby? Roby is the market leader in entertainment lighting, primarily automated lights, large format lights for concert touring, television production, performing arts facilities. Company's been around for about 25 years now, and is just an incredibly cool organization. Great group of people to work with. I've had the privilege of working with a couple of other large manufacturers in that industry, and Roby and Anolis, hands down, are the best, most organized company I've ever worked with. One of the cool things about Roby and Anolis is our manufacturing operations are highly vertically integrated. Oh, what do I mean by vertically integrated? What I mean is we handle virtually every aspect of the manufacturing process for our products. This has required a huge investment, tens of millions of dollars over the years, to put the facilities in place to do it. So, for example, we do all of the metalworking for our products. We have CNC, conventional and laser punch press devices. We have our own powder coating paint facilities. We have our own printed circuit board manufacturing. We purchased a company called Dioflex a few years ago, so it's a wholly owned subsidiary of Roby. Dioflex manufactures printed circuit boards, both surface mount, through hole, and optoelectronic mounted components. Amazing facility. This gives us a great advantage. The beauty of all this is it allows us to quickly come up with new product concepts, and in the case of Anolis, we can do custom variants of products fairly easily. So, for example, if you need custom optics or you need custom paint configuration, we're set up to turn that fairly quickly. So it's a beautiful thing from our standpoint. So that kind of in a nutshell is the story behind Roby and Anolis.
Nicely done.
Found up. Thanks, Charlie. So we're going to kick it over to Tal and myself to introduce you to the Eminere.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to show you the Eminere today, which is our latest and greatest fixture. This is a fixture that we were going to launch at Light and Build, and due to circumstances, we're launching it right here on Moxie Live.
In my basement.
In the basement of Matt's parents' apartment. We strive to make the best, to make lemonade out of the lemons at Anolis.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, this is the beautiful Eminere, which is the newest linear fixture that Anolis is debuting. It's a family of linear fixtures that is based on building on the success of the original Arcline series, which is an outdoor linear series. This fixture is very flexible, can be used for wall washing, flood lighting, wall grazing, and accent lighting. It's based on a single chip LED, whereas the Arc line, our past linear fixture, was multi-chip. The reason that we decided to go with a single chip is for full customization. So if you want RGB white or RGB amber or all red or BRG or whatever version of color or daylight or whatever combination you want, it's fully customizable. The fixture is available in 4 different sizes. It comes in a 12-inch. So it's a Eminere 1 is 12 inches. Then there's the 2, which is 24, 36, and 48 inches. And each 12-inch version is puts out about 1,000 lumens. It's very versatile for color mixing because we have added a specific type of printing on the glass. As you can see, there's the standalone version, which creates output balance from one side to the other, color-wise. And then the head-to-head version, when the fixtures are installed next to each other, it creates color and intensity overlap and reduces halation between the fixtures. So when specifying this fixture, you do need to say whether or not you plan on using one fixture as a standalone, or you're going to make a combination of fixtures for a linear application. The Eminere uses internal holographic filters, which allow for precise color mixing, beam spreads, and definition. If you choose to, you could have a symmetrical beam spread or bisymmetrical or asymmetrical. The versions that you see on your screen right now are just the standard ones that we offer through these internal filters, but we are able to customize the optics. And here is the Eminere family. So at the top on the right, we have the one that we're launching right now, which is the power on board, which is the at the base of the fixture. And Matt is holding it up in person in the basement. And at the bottom of the screen is the in-ground version, which is also available right now. And then later on this year, we will be launching the side power version and then the remote power version. So yeah, this is the Eminere family. And now I'm going to toss it over back to Charlie to talk about connectivity.
So one of the cool things about the Eminere series of products is it's a line voltage powered product, and it incorporates power and data on a single connector or single cable. So it makes it very easy, very quick to install, and it's very cost effective. So to facilitate that, we use what's called an e-box, which Matt will proudly display here in just a moment. What the e-box does is it's where you bring your power in, and then you also bring in your control signal. It will accept DMX RDM. It will accept eDMX via ArtNet or streaming ACN protocols, and it has an option for a wireless DMX receiver. So you utilize this by bringing in your AC power into the unit, and then there is a fixture output lead which connects to the fixtures. They daisy chain off of that. You can put up to 156 linear feet of fixtures onto a single e-box. Backing up a little bit, it is auto sensing, auto selecting. So it'll operate on 100 to 277 volts, 50 or 60 hertz. No configuration to do, no transformer taps or anything to mess with. Very simple to use. In addition to the e-box Daisy, which he just showed, we have the e-box Star, which has multiple fixture outputs, and that's to allow you to have multiple home runs in the event you need to bring back multiple cables to go to different locations. And then the final version, or the third variant, is the e-box Pro, which has 6 power circuits in and 6 fixture circuits out. That allows you to connect over 900 linear feet of fixtures to a single power and data connection point. So we're really excited about that approach to powering our devices. We've done a few other things that make the product more reliable. One of the things that we've noticed in the industry is it's very common for moisture to wick in through the cables. So we've eliminated that problem by actually sealing the connection point on the end. As you'll see in this image here on screen, you've got the unshielded or unprotected connection point. It's completely waterproof. That still maintains the IP67 rating. So there's no worry about a cable being connected to it and wicking moisture up through the cable, which is a very common problem. You'll also notice that we've softened the edges on it, and the housing is specifically designed to allow excellent adhesion of the powder coating process. This allows us to do harsh environment coatings, which have there's a different process involved with that. There's more preliminary layers of coating that go on before the final coating, and the build thickness of the paint is a little bit thicker. So we take all that into account in the design of this to make it very easy to customize, make it very flexible, and to deliver just an absolute rock solid product. So that's in a nutshell the Eminere family of products from Anolis.
Thanks, Charlie. I'm actually gonna watch a poll real quick after everybody got to see all that, just to kind of get everybody's opinion. Maybe I know Tal mentioned that there are a couple other variants of this coming out: the N-grade, the remote driver, the side integral driver, and then I just threw this one in there, which is the RGBW plus UV disinfecting version. But yeah, just curious, anybody who's on, what you think might be in terms of what Anolis would focus on, what you would be most interested in seeing next. So to be honest, that kind of covers it. Oh, Q&A. What type of optics? That's a good question. That was at 4:03. I missed that. So you might have covered that. But I think, Tal, you showed actually, maybe if you want to pull it up real quick again, you showed some of the different optical distributions that are available with the Eminere.
Share screen.
Gracias.
I got it right here. There you go.
So a lot of different options to play around with. That 9-degree in particular, I think would be pretty cool to see. I know we recently did one for a mock-up actually, right? Where we did RGB and then 2 different whites. Was that the one we did?
It actually was not even RGB. It was just cool white and warm white. It was for a TV studio.
Yeah.
So it was custom made. They also wanted it ultimately to be the outside of the fixture to be white, which we're able to do because we do our own powder coating to match the background in the studio. So yeah, that one was a custom chipset.
I actually just got another question, which was whether or not you do an integral textile louver, which I think you do the etching, but you don't do an integral louver. But I do know that you do an outside one because I have one that came with my kit.
That's right, Matt. Actually, what you're holding in your hand there is a frame that we utilize for demonstration purposes.
Okay.
Because there's so many different beam angle options for Eminere, it'd be unpractical for us to ship everything to do a demo with. So we send we send a 9-degree unit, and then we send the optical foils, which is what actually modifies the beam angle. That frame that you have there holds those foils in place temporarily, so that you can mock things up and get an idea.
So yeah, Matt, those foils should have been in the box when you opened them to show all the different beam angles.
Cool. Good to know.
We do make a shield accessory for it, but we do not make a louver or egg crate for it because it's a single chip design. So that would probably wouldn't be the optimal configuration.
You do the half etching though, right, Tal? For the
Yes.
backlight glare control? Very cool. Any other questions? Cool. Well, guys, I'm going to take over here real quick. I just want to say thanks for everybody who joined. This was our first one. I think it went relative. Oh, another question. How much money? What does it cost? This was
Neat.
from a designer. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Charlie, I'm going to leave that one up to you.
Well, my response would be please contact your
Local
manufacturer's
sales
representative, Moxie Lighting, for more information. No, I'm not trying to tap dance around it. It's a very cost-effective product. It's going to vary depending on the configuration, but needless to say, it is cost-effective. And we'll be happy to share pricing with you on a one-on-one basis after the call.
Also, before we forget, if anybody wants a digital version of the Eminere catalog, that I showed snippets of it during my little intro. It's not available yet. That information is not on the website. So if you want that digital version of it, let Matt know or contact me and we can send it.
Good point, Tal. Very good point.
And if
I think
also,
I have-
like, one more thing, I'm not going to
Yeah.
let you speak. If anybody wants to see a one-on-one webinar or version of this, Matt has all of the versions in his basement, and so now would be a
Yep.
good time. He could probably go through it with you one-on-one if there was something specific that you want to see.
That's a great point, actually. And I even have that custom one at the office. So for now, I'm probably not going to be venturing out into the streets of New York because that's really going against the protocol. But in a couple of weeks here, definitely be able to pick that up. But I have the lenses and the two different options. So it sounds like I have the ability to mock up a lot of different things. One of the units is 9-degree RGBW, and the other is actually RGB amber. And I have my nice, cool little DMX cat. So very cool. Oh, we got a couple more questions. How often will Moxie do these? Our plan is, answer live. Our plan is to do these every Friday at 3:30. We have some more fun ideas. This was our first go at it. I'm actually, I can't be thankful enough for Tal and Charlie and Kevin and Elaine because they put a lot of time into making this happen. I was definitely much rougher to start. But yeah, the plan is to do these every Friday and to continue to do product updates while we're all working from home and having a little bit of fun and keeping everybody hopefully a little sane. I did have actually one last poll, which I thought would be funny to run. Let's see if you guys can see that. You'll notice I skipped 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, and 6 out of 10. But no, seriously, any feedback is much appreciated. Please share the show. Tell everybody it's better than all those other just boring product webinars out there.
Yep.
I think we're going to have Tal and Charlie back for sure in the future. You guys have been great guests. Kevin, thank you. Elaine, thank you. To all our attendees, thank you. Have a great and safe weekend.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.